Hello there, folks. So, look, I am really excited to share this one with you today. So, for those of you who follow the work that I do will know that I have been spending a lot of time learning how to build on top of AI applications for a variety of things, because I believe that the best way to learn about this stuff is to be a builder. You don't have to go as nerdy as me, but this is what I do. So, what I want to show you today is the power of what we call multi-agent flows. So for those of you who don't know, multi-agent flows are basically where you can use AI to take on a particular set of roles and tasks to complete work that you are doing. So I'm going to talk all through this. So what I have done here in terms of the end goal is created a supervisor and a number of workers in a fake HR team that are taking care of the pre-boarding process for new employees. So you might remember recently I published a video about how you could build a AI assistant for onboarding over the 100-day period. This particular setup focuses on how can we help enhance some of the things that get lost in that pre-boarding phase. So very simple things like welcome emails and how information gets passed between HR teams and IT teams. So this is the goal of this workflow here. So I will break this down. So I'm using ChatGPT 4.0 as my large language model of choice here. You can use whatever you want. I will show another example at another time using Claude as well. Then we have a supervisor. So in this instance, the supervisor of these workers is the HR manager, and the HR manager will oversee everything that they do and check that work. And then we have our two workers. So the first one is a HR assistant. So the HR assistant has its own worker prompt here. And basically that prompt is all focused on helping a new employee on board into the organization. And it's got all the instructions there that it needs to collect information. And then its task is then to send that information to the IT team. Because I'm sure we've all experienced when new boarders come on board, they haven't got right permissions set up, haven't got access to tools and systems. This is trying to solve that problem. I am very aware humans can do this, but generally this falls through the cracks. So here's an opportunity where we can use AI to augment and enhance what we are doing. So then what will happen is the HR assistant would collect all the details of the new employee. They would send a welcome email to that new employee. Then they would then send all of that information over to our second worker in tech support. So in tech support here, what they'll be doing is taking on all of the information that the HR assistant gives them, and they'll be making sure that that new employee has access to the correct systems and can reach out to the new employee if they want to. This is only a small workflow chain. There would be other parts of this chain post this, which would then involve the tech support agent being given reason function to go back to the HR assistant to send emails directly to the new employee. But at a very top level, the task is how do we make sure that HR and the tech teams talk to each other about new employees, making sure they get the right information even as part of their pre-onboarding phase, so they're set up for success from day one when they join. How this looks like in practice is, and there's a lot of technical stuff here, I won't go too deep into this because I appreciate a lot of you looking at this won't really care about that. You want to see the output. We'll just say we have a new employee joining Steal These Thoughts Inc. Write a welcome email and pass that on to the IT team. This will be the only instruction that I give to the tool. So let's see what its response is, and we can see these agents working with each other. Okay, so we can see the HR manager here saying to the assistant, write a welcome email for the new employee who is joining Steal These Thoughts Inc. So the HR assistant will go off and do that in hopefully a couple of seconds. Awesome. So it's done that. It has written an email for the individual at Steal These Thoughts Inc. It has then, if we go through here, let's go back to the top. So it's written the email to the new employee. It's then sent an email to the IT team to tell it what it needs to set up, which is fantastic. The HR manager has then told tech support to set up the new employee's workstation and necessary accounts outlined in the email provided by the HR assistant. It's doing its supervisor role. It's making sure work is getting done. Then tech support is sending a confirmation email back to HR to say, hey, here is confirmation of the newbie's stuff. Here's all the things that they've got: hardware, software, network access here, communication tools, security, all of that good stuff. Just to say all setup has been completed. Awesome. And then the process has finished. So that's all finished there. HR manager has confirmed it's finished, and there's a final confirmation to HR to say all of this has been done from the tech support team at Still These Fools. So what do we learn there? That gives us an idea of how we can use tools to help us in some processes which are affected by human errors, but can have a lot of unexpected consequences and bad outputs on experiences for people. Something as simple as this, as getting AI agents to work with you, to collate information, to send information, which we would have done automated anyway, can really help you. You can also add something else into this flow to keep you in the loop of all of this. So having that human in the loop to review all of this stuff. But look, hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea again of the potential of what you can do with AI beyond all the things that we see generally on social media. As always, if that's helpful, leave me a comment, reach out. I'm happy to chat. This is a very top level overview of what you can do. But as I say, I hope it sparks some inspiration, and I'll talk to you in the next one.